Hey, I was muted. Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Wealthy Wednesdays Lunch and Learn series. I'm Derek Gant, your host. I am a 30 plus year investment advisor, money coach, and I'm here to help you make your money moves a little bit better, a little bit smoother, a little bit brighter, a little bit better. And you can do that with some discipline, some intentionality, and some serious focus. So, with that, I wanted to share today. We've already talked about debt, we've talked about credit. We're going to talk more about credit in the future. But today, I wanted to really kind of narrow down like this money game and what the game really is, because what people think it is and what it truly is, two different games. So, I wanted you to take some kind of look and understand that money and money principles are ancient. They are biblically based. Most countries' monetary system is biblically based. And what that means is that there are rules and principles that are foundational to your success. And it's been in your life the whole time. You just didn't figure out what the game was and how to play the game. So today we're talking about the money game and how are you supposed to be playing it successfully. So what most people do is they do the squeaky wheel and the immediate gratification. So that means they get what they want when they want. They don't know what they're getting, how it's going to affect their life. And it doesn't matter if you're ordering something on Amazon for $30 or $300. You have to figure out how this transaction is going to affect my life. And it's not that you need to determine this every time you go to make a purchase. You need to sit down, analyze your situation, and come up with a number that you know gives you the flexibility to live your life, to live life, to live a good life without screwing up your financial life. And it takes a little bit of work, it takes some consistency. Whatever you decide to focus on will most definitely expand. And if you're not focused on where your money's going, then it will continue to expand and go places you don't want it to go or intend it to go. So let's talk about two different things. We're talking about the money game. Either you're playing or you're not. Number one, if you're working and you're earning an income, you're playing. Now, the question becomes, what part do you want to play? Do you want to play the ignorant bystander, or do you want to play the role of I am going to win this game as best as possible from my perspective? So if you are just going to be an innocent bystander doing what you do, then you might as well go ahead and have your lunch. Don't worry about watching this. This is not for you. But if you truly want to win the money game, then you have to take a completely different approach. I'm going to suggest to you that we have a code, a 24K life code called Living as If. This is going to help you with the money game. So living as if basically says, I need to create this image, right? This image of who I see myself as and what I see myself as and what I see my family as and where I see my family. And let's assume that you see your family like way higher than where you are right now. We're talking just lifestyle. We're not talking stacks and stacks of cash, just lifestyle. You see a better way of life for yourself and your family. If that's you, then what you want to do is you want to live as if you're this family, right? So here you are. Here's where you want to be. You need to start living here. And you might go, that's stupid as heck, because up here, I want a better car. I want a better house. I want better vacations. I want all the things. But it's not. It's exactly what you need to do. Because up here, this person is making better choices, better decisions that facilitate a debt free. If you see your life as debt free, if you see your life as having more options, more choices, more travel, more time, better food, okay, better relationships, this person is making different financial decisions than this one. So we want this person to live like they're this person. So living as if. And I suggest that you make this determination today and that you go through and you make a decision. Hey, am I going to put my money towards assets, which is what this person is doing, towards opportunities that are going to make me more money, that are going to reduce my debt, that's going to increase my net worth, meaning It's going to increase my opportunity for choices and options and better resources. And so, how do you actually live as if? What would you remember the band everybody used to wear, like WWJD? What would Jesus do? You need a band on your wrist that basically says, what would then your name do? What would you do if you were this person? What kind of decisions is this person making? Are they spending money without really calculating the cost? Which again is a biblical term. It's a biblical turn of phrase. You have to count the cost. How much is this going to cost me before I implement or spend this money? And what's it going to do to my overall financial position? Is it going to help me or is it going to hurt me? Is it going to increase or is it going to decrease? Is this going to benefit my family or is this going to weigh me down? And trust me, in the money game, the people that are holding all of the cards don't want you to do this. They don't want you holding any cards. The only cards they want you to hold are credit cards. And so as you feverishly just keep spending without counting the cost to see how this is going to benefit me, right? Then you're playing the game the wrong way. You're playing a loser's game. Because if you look at your life and you say, hey, where am I today compared to 5 years ago, compared to 10 years ago? And if you can't say I'm in significantly better place after a pandemic, after a financial scare, after markets crash, after all of the things that we know are going on, if I'm not in better financial position today, then whatever I've been doing is not working. So in order for me to be in a better financial position, I need a better financial outlook. And, your wealth appears in your mind way before it hits your bank account. And the reason why you can't see it in your bank account is because your mindset is, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll get disciplined tomorrow. I'll be more intentional tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Tomorrow is the result of today. So we can't worry about tomorrow. Let's worry about today. Let's get this money right. Let's get your mindset right. Let's shift our mindset to a money mindset. We want to win the money game. Now, what does winning the money game look like for you? That's the question you have to ask yourself. So for me, it's being able to have income coming in my home that super exceeds my debt, my monthly expenses, and anything else that I might want to do. My monthly cash flow supersedes what my outgoing cash flow is. And my ultimate, what winning the game looks like, is that money's coming in and I'm not doing anything for it because I've got all the years of work behind me that are facilitating this. So if you're in the race and you're not putting money in your 401k plan and you're buying things that are steadily hitting the foundation of your money plan, and you're not able to grow. So what does that look like? It looks like you keep putting money on your credit card when you have a huge credit card balance paying 25% interest. That's what it looks like. If you can't cash and carry. So cash and carry simply means that you can only walk out of the store paying for something with money that you have available. And how do you know what's available? You want to go through and you want to write down everything that you spend money on. And then you want to write down everything that you're bringing in the house. And you just are simply going to subtract A from B and see what's left over. It's called discretionary income. So if you write down everything that you have responsibility-wise, I want you to include repaying debt above and beyond the minimum balance if you can. I want you to include some money going into your emergency fund or savings account. I'm trying to teach you how to win the money game. I can't lie to you and say, don't worry about it. Everything's going to work out. You don't have to focus on this stuff. I'm telling you, if you want to keep working, if you're going to keep working, if you have to keep working, why wouldn't you make sure your money is working for you? Why are you still letting it break your neck? I mean, you got 4 years to tighten your belt, to truly change the trajectory of your financial life, or just keep living the same old bull. I see some people are on, but I don't see you doing anything. I see somebody gave me a thumbs up, and I don't need a thumbs up. I'm here to serve you this lunch hour. This Lunch and Learn series is about you fixing your money, fixing your life, right? It's not about the money. It's about your life. Don't you want it to live it a little bit smoother, a little bit easier? So today's Lunch and Learn series, I'm going to show you some key things you need to do. Number one, take inventory. That's listing everything down, subtract it from your income, see what's left over. If that number's negative, that's a problem. If the number is even, but you're putting money in your credit card, you're still negative. So we got to figure out how to get you even. You need some help, reach out. That's all I can say on that one. But so we want to take inventory. That's number one. Number two, you want to diminish or downsize, eliminate all excess waste. Now, I'm talking about you people that are making $150 a year, $200 a year, and you don't have any money. I mean, you can fix this immediately. We just got to get rid of that credit card debt, and we can do that. We can show you how to do that, but you got to start somewhere, and it starts today. Again, there is no tomorrow. So you want to downsize. It's called the 80-20 rule. I'm going to have you look it up. I'm not going to even tell you what it is. It's the 80-20 rule. Look it up and see how it applies to your finances. If you're truly struggling to figure out how it fits in, just reach out to us. We're happy to help. You have to become an asset-only spender. Now, there is a set amount of your monthly budget that is going to be spent on liabilities, like a car, like gasoline and groceries and those things. But you need those things for survival. You need those things to make the assets work. But we're talking about unnecessary purchases. Are they assets or are they liabilities? You need to know what you're spending. And then you need to do needs only. Do needs only for 90 days, right? Just think of it as a financial diet. Do needs only for 90 days. Walk yourself through that process in hopes that you can figure out where the holes are in your financial plan. And then you need to understand your discretionary income. So when I say discretionary income, you add everything up, you subtract all your expenses from your income. That number that's left over is discretionary income. We got to figure out where that money goes. Does it go to pay debt? Does it go inside to increase your 401k plan? Is it going to go into an emergency fund? Is it going to go in an outside investment account? Is it going to vacation? I explained every dollar has a duty. And if you want to see these lives, you can always go to our YouTube channel. It's Derek Gant 24K. And you can go back to all of the Wealthy Wednesdays and start walking this down. If you want to know what it takes when you're working with a consultant to fix your money issues, this is what it is. They may tell you it's more difficult. They may talk about some very extravagant financial concepts, but the reality is that the best things are super simple. And when they make it complicated is because they want you to pay some exorbitant fees, some exorbitant price to get better help. I'm not mad at them. I charge fees too. When you sit down with someone and you work one-on-one and you want to change their life, it takes a lot of work on everybody's part. So I want you to sit back, take some inventory. If you want the worksheets, reach out, say, hey, Derek, can you or your team send me those worksheets? I want you to take a look at your next opportunity to save money from not spending it on some bull, right? Can you afford to go take your special person out on Valentine's Day and drop $200, without putting it on a credit card? See, take a look at that this week. I know it's next week. Take a look this week. Next week's payday for a lot of people, but I want you to know this week what you can do next week. And maybe you need to get creative and figure out how to express your love in a different way. Because if you truly love someone, you get your finances together so that you're in control of you, so that you have more options, more choices, and you can maneuver not based on fear, but based on proper finances. I see you popping in and out. I don't know, maybe today's not a good topic, but I know it's the best topic that I'll ever share with you. Getting your money together and playing the money game and living as if. So whenever I want to spend some money, I'm living as if. First of all, I got past experiences that I can go, man, I remember when I did this last time, I really made the wrong decision and I paid for it for 4 years as I was paying for this thing. Or I remember I got this and I bought this and was so excited about it. And when I got it, I never took it out the box. So do I really need this new one? The answer is no. So I hope that, these money tips, these lessons will land where they're supposed to. I am so serious about helping anyone who truly wants to change their financial life do so. And I'm doing it by coming here and sharing with you these valuable tips. And you might go, they don't sound like anything to me, but reevaluate where you are. Do you have money? Net, do these assignments and see if you have money. Do your net worth statement and see what your net worth is. Take your house off your net worth statement and just see what your net worth is cash wise. And then go back and come back and listen to what I'm telling you. And what you're going to find out is that I'm giving you the straight up how you win this game. And even if you don't want to win, maybe you just don't want to suffer or struggle during this game. Same rules apply because you get to be as aggressive or nonchalant as you want to be. For those of you that are younger, I'm telling you, stay out of debt. Think about assets, invest in things put your money in things that are going to help you be more productive, be more efficient, and more valuable. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out. I'm Derek Gant. I want you to be your best, bring your best, leave nothing to chance. Hey, have a great week. We'll talk to you next Wednesday at our Lunch and Learn series.